Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we are checking out Return to Oz. This is a movie that I was going to watch 2 weeks ago, but then I decided to rewatch The Wizard of Oz to get ready for Return to Oz. However, a bunch of people in the comments told me that this movie is actually pretty unrelating to the first movie, and it's actually a sequel to the book version of the story and not the movie itself. So Dorothy in this movie is going to be a lot younger than she is in the 1939 classic. This movie is not going to be a musical, and I've heard that this movie is a little bit darker than the first Wizard of Oz. So I am just really excited and I'm very curious about this movie. You know, this movie has piqued my curiosity because I've never really heard of it before, but I like a good little dark take. Maybe it's like, maybe there's a sequel to The Wizard of Oz and this is based on the book and it's pretty true to the book and that book is a little dark and stuff, but I quite like a little bit of darkness, a hint of darkness in my fairy tales, if you will, and so this one is very interesting to me and I'm really hoping that I enjoy it. I also had a bunch of people request for me to watch the Oz the Great and Powerful, that newer one with James Franco, and I'm not gonna watch that because I've seen that movie like 2 or 3 times. Now a while ago, like when it was in theaters, I watched it like 2 or 3 times in movie theaters, so I have seen that movie before. Maybe I don't remember it too much, but I have seen it before, so I'm not going to rewatch it because I remember enough of that movie to not warrant a rewatch. And before we get into this reaction, let me do the lighting. So let me turn the light and decide what color it should be. Boop! Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so today I am going to be going green for the lighting. Green for the lighting because of Emerald City. And I know I did Emerald City as the lighting for my last Wizard of Oz movie reaction as well. So you're probably like, Oliver, why are you doing the same lighting again? This is because for the first one, it was their destination. But I'm kind of thinking now that Emerald City is going to be the main focus of this movie again, because that's where all of our characters were left at the end of the first movie. Even though I know this movie has nothing to do with the first Wizard of Oz, the 1939 Wizard of Oz. I'm assuming in the book, the Scarecrow and the Tin Man and the Lion are all left at Emerald City as well. So I'm going green because I'm assuming that Emerald City will be a major player in this movie. And if you'd like to check out more of my reactions, you can head over to my Patreon for uncut reactions to many of the movies I watch on YouTube, as well as early access reactions to my movies that come out 1 week early. Thank you so much if you check it out. Now let's get back to the video. Okay, let's follow the yellow brick road and let's go Return to Oz. So I hope you enjoy my reaction to the movie title that I just said, Return to Oz. Are we in Kansas again? It'd be really cool if they do like the sepia tone, whatever they did in the first movie, for this movie as well. Oh, it doesn't look like they're doing that. Toto! Is that my crazy daughter who thought she went to some place called Oz?
It's past 1 o'clock in the morning, Dorothy.
Come on, Dorothy, go to sleep. Look, that looks like the witch. Electric healing? No, don't take her to electric healing. Why does this movie already feel like a little heavy? What the heck?
Charity. Hannah, it's been 6 months since the tornado and...
6 months, okay, 6 months since the Oz journey.
Walking scarecrows. Ruby slippers.
Wish upon a star. Oh my god, the house is demolished. That's really cool.
Toto, no! No, Toto!
Remember those chicks in the first movie? Do you think they turned into these chickens, maybe? The ones that they were trying to save?
Aunt Em says she's gonna stew you up for supper.
Come on, Belina.
It's a key, Toto.
To what? Oz.
Oz.
A key to Oz, but how do you get there?
But you just haven't slept the night right through since the tornado.
I really like this take on it though, you know? This is so realistic. Parents would never believe this.
That leg's mended. It's mended. Hurry up and get yourself ready. We're going to be late.
So saying their dad's super lazy. Why does Toto look like he's been through the wars, you know?
Home!
I will not go home. That's what he's saying in dog language. I quite like the vastness that the landscape presents, you know? It's kind of cool. Is Kansas just vast? Vast flatland? I gotta say, this is a lot more built up than where she just was. How far did they travel?
Until it was all made of tin. Even his head was...
That's all right.
That is actually very dark. What the heck?
And exactly, how did that work?
You click them 3 times, obviously, and think about home.
3 times. And then you said there's no place like home.
Exactly. Easy. Simple. You should know this.
They fell off. On the way back.
I really like her eyes. She has very pretty eyes.
Electrical marvel will make it possible for you to sleep again.
No, this is not gonna work.
Isn't it?
Will it hurt?
Will it? No, no.
Yeah, he's gonna like fry your brain with electricity.
Machine is nothing but a machine. When it malfunctions,
Oben starts talking.
go to the head, for example.
Maybe this is what's gonna take her back into Oz.
We have found out that sometimes...
Who are you?
And I'll be back tomorrow, and we'll go home.
Yeah, but your daughter's gonna have a fried brain. It's gonna be steam coming out of her head. It's gonna be so fried.
Will you bring Toto when you come to get me?
Totally. Oh, that's a good one. They should have said that. I can't believe this is a movie about the Wizard of Oz, but she's in like a psych ward. This is kind of weird.
Damn.
Oh, it's the lady again. Whoa, what the heck? I would be so creeped out if I watched this as a kid. I quite like the music as well, this stringy music. It's kind of beautiful and eerie at the same time. This is not creepy at all. What the heck? This is like the beginning of a horror movie.
Would you like to go for a ride, Dorothy?
No thanks. Oh, don't put her on that. Don't put her on that.
Then lie down.
The sound effects of the thunder. I don't like this. This is weird.
Did I hear somebody scream earlier?
I bet she's gonna be the Wicked Witch. She'd make a good Wicked Witch too.
It's out of your head. Then when you wake up, you'll never be bothered by them again.
Dorothy, get out of here. I don't know what you're should do, but get out of here.
Testing. On.
This movie was labeled as a family movie on Disney Plus, but this doesn't feel like a family movie right now.
Ready?
Yes, Dorothy.
No! Thank God for lightning. You're just gonna leave her here, tied up, alone, this little girl? Whoa, do you see that? There's like a green light there. Interesting. Oh my god. They're ninjas.
So...
Yeah, that sounded Wicked Witchy. Oh no, but the Wicked Witch is dead. I'm forgetting. I forgot. She's dead. She melted. Why is this so intense? Oh no, the river. Oh my god, you're gonna die. Jesus, the music is so good. There's like an organ playing right now. Oh wow. Wow, what the heck? The music and this like water set is pretty sick. I'm just wondering how she gets to Oz. Is she just in the ocean? Is she just floating out to sea?
What's that?
Oh, I was just trying to lay my egg, that's all.
Yes, she's back.
Here's this pond anyway.
I don't think it's a pond, Belina.
How is Belina here? That is a question for the ages. You can see the good old green screen remnants.
There goes the water.
Yeah, it's getting smaller.
I think I'll have myself a look around and see if I can find myself some breakfast.
Fair enough.
Deadly desert.
How did she know about that?
Over in the old house.
So you saw it? I thought you were... Never mind, I guess you were awake. Ha! It's alive!
Rise, Belina.
Oh. That rock was looking awfully mad.
A ham sandwich?
Glad it's not fried chicken.
I hope there's some like mustard and mayo on there. That'd be pretty nice. Just a dry ham sandwich isn't the greatest.
Your Majesty.
This is kind of cool. These rock people.
Good. Keep an eye.
Are these our villains, the rock people?
Chicken with her.
But are they afraid of chickens?
Belina! This is our old house.
Oh.
The tornado blew.
Oh, that's actually kind of cool.
This is how I got to Oz the first time.
Looks like it was a...
Wow, what the heck? I thought that... Okay, where's the munchkins? Are they all gone?
We landed on the Wicked Witch of the East.
Nice.
Wicked.
What a moment.
Where are all the munchkins?
That's what I'm saying.
Are you on about?
It's so dead. Is everyone dead? Is there like a plague in Oz or something like that? Maybe the rocks destroyed everyone? I mean, the Yellow Bricks Road is destroyed.
Oh,
And they're not even vibrant yellow. They're just like gray yellow now. So instead of Toto, we got a chicken. Fair swap.
Your Majesty, they have discovered the yellow brick.
Is this stop motion? Whoa. Whoa, even this is looking super decayed.
well, Belina, that was the Emerald City.
That's Emerald City? That's Emerald City? Whoa. Did everyone get turned to stone?
Not moving very fast, are they?
They've all been turned to stone.
Yeah, they must have. Interesting. Off with their heads. They have no heads. What happened to their heads?
Look, Belina, these ones have lost their heads.
Well, that...
Kind of like the Tin Man, huh? The Tin Man.
Woodsman! Oh, Tin Woodsman, what's happened to you?
His design's so cute.
Come here.
What the heck? Wait, that's actually terrifying. Although their legs are wheels, you think it'd be hard for them to go upstairs, huh? Oh, what the heck? Oh, what the heck? I guess this is what they meant by the wheelers.
The key! The key!
Interesting. Ah, losers. Losers, more like the suckers.
Spale in your hand. Isn't that a chicken in there with you?
What is it with chickens?
Who is the Gnome King?
Okay, so the Gnome King. Why does he not like chickens? Is he allergic to chickens? Who's that? Oz?
What is it?
A man? A bronze man? He looks like a little soldier, you know?
The Royal
Oh,
Army.
I was right. He is a
Oz.
soldier.
Perfectly for 1,000 years.
Oh, you know...
Not bad.
Huh? I wonder what he's thinking about.
I'll wind up a speech.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, I was just about to say he can't speak. The man's just thinking thoughts.
Majesty, the Scarecrow locked me in here and told me to wait for you.
What happened to the Emerald City?
Interesting.
Paced back and forth until my action ran down. Then I stood and thought until my thought ran.
Oh,
Billina.
Oh, over here.
Good morning, Mrs. Hen.
I quite like the practical stuff in this movie. It's very charming.
Scarecrow must have sent it to you somehow.
If you don't mind, Mr. Tuck.
The Scarecrow FedEx, FedEx the key. Also, Scarecrow got pretty lucky that Dorothy ran into this specific hallway in all of Oz and all of Emerald City, you know? Like, it was pretty coincidental. I like this guy.
You run up the stairs, I will take care of them.
Come on, I want to see what he can do. I hope he knows karate. Oh my god. He's got the spin moves. Oh, nice.
So I cannot be sorry or happy, no matter what happened.
That was cold.
There's only one person that knows where the scarecrow is.
Oh, is the scarecrow still alive?
Oh, no!
Seems like he took you to Mumby.
Now,
I will behave. I'll behave.
This movie is so interesting. It has moments of really dark thematic parts, and then it has moments like this, which are so childishly goofy. You know, it's kind of like it couldn't really figure out a specific tone that it wanted. It's interesting. TikTok is my hero. I love him so much. She's just sitting in this chair playing on her little guitar thing. Whoa, what the heck? Her outfit is kind of cool. Those people are moving their heads, moving their eyes. Oh, a red key, kind of like the red slippers. Huh, that's kind of cool.
Not at all beautiful, you understand, but you'll have a certain...
She's gonna try and take your head.
...power for a few years till your head is ready. And then I'll take it.
Oh, what the heck? Maybe this is why the Gnome King banned chickens, because they fly and attack. Ah, kick her shins, Dorothy. She's like, what are you gonna do? Hit me with that lunch pail? She really wants her head. Is that why the statues didn't have heads? Because she took them? Scarecrow! Oh, you look so happy!
Mom?
So she's like, no, sorry, I'm not your mom. Oh, what the heck? Pumpkin guy.
I'm Dorothy Gale.
Oh, for a second there, I thought my mom had come back.
He kind of reminds me of Jack Skellington.
My name's Jack. Jack Pumpkinhead.
His name's Jack, and I say he looks like Jack Skellington. That's kind of a connection there.
But then she was angry. She has a terrible temper.
Yeah, we just figured that out.
Girls outside.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's where she got them. And
yeah, but there were way more heads than girls, so there's been a lot more victims.
It worked. Here I...
This is kind of cool.
If she does, it's in cabinet 31 with her original head.
Oh my god, how do you know that? How do you know that so specifically?
Is that TikTok?
That is TikTok, alright. me when my friend was showing me TikTok for the first time. Is that TikTok?
May I call you Mom?
I'd be like, no. No.
Go upstairs with him, and we'll explain what you have to do.
Her whispers are so loud. She's basically yell whispering. The echo was incredible. That's a really cool shot. How are you gonna steal this, Dorothy? She's a interesting sleeper, that's for sure. She kind of sounds like a hyena.
Right! Anoint the pot!
Oh, Jack. Popcorn time! Oh, is that the original head? Oh no, never mind. These are just all random heads. Interesting. Powder of life. There it is. The heads are still alive though, aren't they? Like, they could probably yell and talk. No! Oh, she's sleeping with no head? She sleeps with no head? Oh my god, good duck. The music's intense. Who's this? The fairy?
Mommy's awake!
Oh no!
Oh no!
How could he talk?
It happens to people all the time, Jack.
So true. You know what, Dorothy? That is so true.
Sure, you do the head so we can see where it's going.
I like that there's just like little green dots in the powder. That's funny, just to make it look magical.
Think?
You've got to remember.
I wasn't alive then. How can I remember?
Yeah, you know what? Good point.
Peog!
Peog?
That's it!
Well done, Dorothy.
Anyways.
Now we get to.
Oh my gosh, you're right, I do.
I like this guy. That was so dramatic. Come on, Jack, run! Nice, the grid escape. Oh, nice.
Dorothy Gale is escaping! Go and get them back for me! Hurry up!
How are they supposed to get them? They are flying, and these guys just have wheels.
He's walking through the forest and hearing a loud noise.
Aw, he got shot.
Can you just keep flying straight ahead?
I don't think I could turn if I wanted to.
He's a one-trick pony. Like, these sets, though, are really well constructed. There's some cool sets, some cool matte paintings. The music is great. There's some really cool things in this movie.
Nobody's going to help you. Nobody knows where you are.
Aww.
There's nobody left who even knows who you are.
There is one. Gotta say, these wheel people are not scary anymore. They're just goofy to me.
Oh. TikTok, you're the heaviest.
Okay, Jack, calm down. They're over the desert now. They're gonna turn into sand, right? Oh, wow. So I have a question then. Why did the box that Dorothy and the chicken land on in Oz when it was on the sand, why did that not turn to sand? Oh god. They're falling apart! His head! Oh, goodbye, head. Come on, Moose Man. Let's save Jack's head. Nice. Well done, Dorothy. She's actually a superhero.
I'm sorry, Mom. It's all right.
No, it's not. She's like, it's alright, we're just falling to our deaths.
That was a novel experience, wasn't it?
Yeah, baby. They are so close to landing in the desert. Dorothy is so lucky for two reasons. That she fell on the couch and that she fell on the mountain. TikTok is actually the best character in this movie.
I don't know, Your Majesty.
Well, find out.
I wonder if we ever see him.
Now, she is on our mountain with a small army.
A small army? There's like 5 people.
No sign of the chicken.
Why? I swear, he has like a chicken allergy or something.
You believe that I have stolen something, Dorothy, and you want me to...
More like stolen something. Oh, second great pun of the night.
We are here with our army to conquer you and force you to give it back.
Wow, Dorothy the Conqueror. I really like these stone people. I really like them a lot. Like their design, their look. The effects for them is all really cool. See ya, Dorothy. Oh. Dorothy really loves to fall in this movie. You know what? I can understand his motivation now. Just like the Wicked Witch. I agree with him. People stole from him, he's gotta turn everyone to stone. Just the acceptable response.
I am not the thief.
The Scarecrow!
Dorothy!
Scarecrow!
Really scary how his eyes are just...
Reminded me. Thank you.
I want to see the ornament. Dorothy, what are you trying to like punch it? It's stone. The man is made of stone. You're just gonna break your fist.
He never stole it.
Whoa. Now you have your friends here with you.
Take me to the Gnome King, you stupid idiots!
Oh, she's got the insults down.
You may leave the palace. Sound fair enough?
Okay, but what happens if you get it wrong?
That.
Oh, good.
Whoa. See what I'm saying? There's some really cool moments in this movie. It's a very weird movie for me at the moment.
I should have quit when I was ahead.
Wait, that was the best joke in the movie. What the heck?
And hot, melted silver.
Sounds pretty good.
The king mentioned a risk. What is it that we are risking?
I bet you turned to stone. Oh god. The poor moose guy.
What was that?
Next.
Oh, okay. Okay, something happened. The moose guessed wrong.
Thank you.
Where's the goat?
He's turned into an ornament.
That's the catch.
Collection.
Oh no!
But that's not fair.
You should have asked for the rules at the start, Dorothy. That's on you.
It sounds fair to me. And what I think.
Yeah, sorry. The king is in the right here, Dorothy. This is on you. You could have asked. You could have asked. Exactly. You know what, sir? I would rather not.
Since I never eat or sleep, I won't miss them.
How?
Wait, Jack, we won't become ornaments.
I forgot how the chicken got into his head.
We're a long way from Kansas, Dorothy.
Jesus Christ. Jesus, man, what the heck am I watching?
He has many excellent qualities, but thinking is not one of them.
Poor Jack, getting roasted.
Too bad they didn't make you, so you could wind yourself up.
Yeah, that's really annoying, isn't it? Is he turning more human? I swear he's turning more human. Oh, TikTok, look at him waddle confidently. Yeah, he's not getting it either. Yeah, he is turning more human.
You didn't come back for these.
He's got the ruby slippers. They suit him.
Army has stopped guessing and is standing perfectly still.
Oh, no, he's winded down.
Why don't you go in and wind him up?
What about my friends?
Forget about them. You can't help them now.
He's like, I like them as ornaments now, actually. I kind of regret this. Dorothy, Dorothy, Dorothy. This is kind of similar to Indiana Jones 3 when he has to choose which one the Holy Grail is. That's what this reminds me of a little bit. Except any of this could be the Scarecrow. Oh, I wonder what the other ones chose. I bet the globe is TikTok. How is this fair? 3 guesses. How is this fair, dude? The stone guy is cheating.
TikTok?
Oh, never mind. The globe was not TikTok.
That may give you a clue.
What a good idea.
Oh, you know, he's a genius. Oh, what the heck? TikTok is actually a real hero. Funny if he gets it right. What was he turned into? He wasn't turned into anything. I bet there's none. I bet he's not even in there. I bet it's a lie. Why? Why? That looks like an urn. Why? What are your choices based off of? Ah, the emerald. Oh, why wouldn't you guess that first? Come on. The guy made it so obvious making him an emerald. Come on. Right there. Oh, nice. Dude, this is kind of cool.
You let her escape.
It wasn't my...
Okay, you weren't mad at her before, but now that she guessed your little thing right, you're mad at her. Come on. Oh my god, what's happening? This is intense. Whoa. Oh my days. What the heck? This is intense. Ah, he's just a sore loser. The chicken! Throw the chicken at him. Whoa, that's cool. Throw the chicken at him. Is that an egg? Is he allergic to eggs? Oh, what? It's kind of funny that his weakness is an egg. How come everyone's weaknesses in Oz are so strange? Oh. 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 That was intense. Get the slippers. Steal his slippers, Dorothy. Dude, the only way she can ever get these slippers is by murdering someone. And I know Belinda technically murdered him, but still. She just takes... Dorothy's thing is she just takes these slippers off of corpses. Boom. Boom. Boom! Okay, okay. Little light show at Oz.
Where's TikTok? Where's TikTok?
You didn't... Yeah. Yeah, you didn't... Oh, what?
Where'd you get that? There's a medal on your ankler.
Oh, no way. What are the odds? It's a medal too, so that makes sense for TikTok. Dude, Oz looks like a hoot now. Like the Emerald City. I want to live here. Oh, he's so shiny. The music is very good in this movie.
Be the Queen of Oz.
Silence, my peasants.
Do you?
Do you really, punks? 'Cause you don't. I'm sorry, Scarecrow is actually creeping me out.
What's your name? Ozma. And a witch with no magic is a miserable creature indeed.
Haha, she just called you a loser, idiot.
Bye, Dorothy.
You're not coming back, Alina?
No.
She's like, of course not, man.
That's stupid, humdrum word.
That's what I'm thinking too. Like, why would you ever want to go back? Bye, Dorothy. This isn't sad. You can just go back whenever you want. Toto, Toto. How did she end up here? How did Toto find her?
It's Dorothy.
They're like, we know it is.
It burned to the ground.
Really?
One and all.
Ah, and she's going to jail too. Look at that mirror. It is composed on there.
What is it, Dorothy?
They're just gonna smile at each other like that? Okay, Walter Murch. Okay, so it's based off of 2 books. And that was my reaction to Return to Oz, the 1985 fantasy family film starring Fairuza Balk as Dorothy, who I think actually did a pretty decent job. Marsh, Pons, Maar, Nicol Williamson, Brian Henson, just in case, what a good name, just in case, and Emma Ridley. This movie overall was an interesting one, and I find myself fairly 50-50 on whether I enjoyed it or whether I just found it a kind of fun. I guess I enjoyed this movie overall, but I don't know how much I liked this movie. I thought this movie was fun. There were some really cool effects. The music was outstanding, and they did some really cool stuff with the Wizard of Oz story. And first of all, I'd like to say I saw in the credits that this was based off of 2 separate books. I'm assuming these books are the books that came after the Wizard of Oz book, so that is really, really interesting to me. I also find it really interesting that they adapted this movie from the books instead of making it like a sequel to the original Wizard of Oz movie that everyone knows. So if you're going into this movie not even knowing, like for me, I didn't even know there were sequels to the Wizard of Oz in terms of books. So if I was watching this movie and you guys in the comments had never said that, I would have been really confused, because I would have been like, why is this not like the original Wizard of Oz movie? Like, I'm assuming that this is a sequel to it, but it isn't. And it's just a interesting choice that they chose to make a sequel movie to the Wizard of Oz, but they didn't make it a sequel to the 1939 Wizard of Oz. So just very interesting there. But yeah, I did think there were good moments in this movie, and then I also thought that there were some weird moments in this movie that maybe I just didn't enjoy like a lot. Maybe you need some nostalgia factor to really enjoy this movie as well. I'm not too sure. I just thought the tone was very weird in this movie, because there were some really dark moments, some very serious moments, sort of adult moments in this movie, and then it was combined with what I'd like to say is Spy Kids level humor. You know, if anyone has seen Spy Kids, any of the Spy Kids movies, you know what I'm talking about. Like, very cheesy, very wacky, very overacted, very loud style of film. And this movie was sometimes that, and then sometimes a more grounded, serious story. So it was this mix of two, and I just thought that it didn't work very well. Like, the two genres clashed in not necessarily a good way all the time, and they felt sort of forced together. So that's kind of my take on it very briefly. I'm going to talk about the reviews very quickly, then I'm going to get into the music, which I did really enjoy, and then I'm going to talk about the stop motion and the effects, which I really enjoyed, and then you'll maybe hear some of the things that I wish this movie had done better as well. But overall, I did enjoy myself in this movie, nowhere near as much as the first Wizard of Oz. That one is a pure and utter classic, but I did enjoy myself in this one, and I can see why people would find charming things about this movie. Just personally, I didn't find it as charming as a lot of you guys in the comments maybe made it out to be. So 6.7 out of 10 on IMDb and 56% on Rotten Tomatoes, and here I gotta agree more so with the critics and the audience score. I've said it earlier in this review that I'm pretty 50-50 on this movie, so critics are 56%, I can kind of see that too, but I'm glad that audiences can find enjoyment in this movie. It was actually the first review that pops up on Google is someone saying that this is my favorite rendition of any Wizard of Oz spin-off. So and he gave it a 5 out of 5. So I'm glad that people find a lot of enjoyment out of this movie. Maybe if I was watching this and not reacting to it, I would have enjoyed it more. I'm not sure. Sometimes reactions can take away from a movie experience, can take away from enjoyment of the movie, because you're trying to watch it and talk and react at the same time, you know, there's a camera there and stuff. But yeah, I'm really happy that people can find enjoyment, people can find things to latch to in this movie, and there are some really cool things. So yeah, go off if you will. But just for me, I found 50% of this movie to be super enjoyable and 50% to be like okay. The music in this movie though was part of that 50% that I found super enjoyable. The music was so insane. It was super loud. Like the start of the music, first of all, like when we first go in and Dorothy's sleeping, it was so like quiet and peaceful, but it was really nice, like this really nice melody, and I was like, oh, the music is already kind of catching my attention, you know. It was very attention grabbing, but it was still very soft. And then whenever there was like a moment in this movie, like a big moment in this movie, the music was so bombastically loud. He's like, that word bombastic, I bet you don't hear that word that often, but it was so loud, it was so intense. There'd be horns blaring and organs blaring and violins going off in the background. It was so orchestral, and I was like, how did this movie get this score? And the movie itself didn't feel super low budget, so I guess it makes sense why it has such a good score. But yeah, I just thought the score was really intense quite a lot of the times, and it wasn't so much emotional. I didn't feel that much emotion in this movie. It was just very loud in a good way. It was just in your face. It was there. It was like boom, boom, boom. The music is playing now. Boom, boom, boom. But I personally really enjoyed it. I think my favorite score was actually when Dorothy is falling into that river, and then, you know, her friend has also fallen in the river, and then they're flying away. There's like some organ slash string instrument mix of score there, and it's just going off. It was so epic. It was actually so epic. That whole scene was really, really cool, and the music really elevated the epicness and the grandness of that moment to an extra level. So I thought the music and the score in this movie were fantastic. I thought a lot of the sets and the matte paintings and a lot of the effects as well were also done pretty well. Some of the effects were definitely iffy. A lot of the green screen stuff, in this movie were done very iffy. Like you could see the outline of the green screen on Dorothy, or the outline of the green screen on the chicken and stuff like that, or when Dorothy's falling from the sky when they're all on that moose dude and then the moose guy breaks and then they're falling. You know, some of it doesn't look super good. Like some of it has aged a lot. I mean, this movie did come out in 1985, so it makes sense why it has aged. But some of the stuff also looked fantastic. A lot of the sets were really well detailed with stone people everywhere, especially in Emerald City. Stone people everywhere, debris on the ground, like shrubs climbing, like houses kind of broken into pieces and stuff like that. Some really cool designs. The map paintings as well. There were a lot of wide shots of like areas, and the map paintings for those areas, they were super cool. They were very detailed, again, very grand and very interesting. I wanted to just kind of pause and look at them because they were really cool looking. And then of course I can't forget to mention the stop motion. There were some really cool stop motion effects in this movie as well. These stone people being the main source of this stop motion, but they were so awesome. And I was wondering if it was stop motion, if it was something else, but as the movie went on, it looked more and more like stop motion animation, you know, kind of like that jerkiness to it that stop motion has, which is super charming in my opinion, is kind of what they had. So I was assuming it was stop motion, but man, it looks so good. Like, never mind just the regular stone people when they were spying on Dorothy at the start, and then the main like stone guy's servant and stuff like that, but the actual stone king himself was so cool. I think he was called the Gnome King or something like that. He looked so awesome. I liked how he was transforming into a human, but I didn't like him when he was a human. When he was a human, he looked kind of cheesy, kind of like some of the other costumes. But when he was a stone dude and he was all stop motion, he looked so awesome. I loved that there was so much movement in the face and in the actual character itself with the stop motion. You always had these stones moving around to create these different expressions, but it still felt very fluid, like rocks were shuffling, but it still felt very jagged at the same time, as if, you know, it was rocks, and rocks are very stiff and jagged. So it just really felt like rocks. When he dies at the end as well, that was super intense. Like the melting scene reminded me of Indiana Jones when everyone's faces start to melt, but instead in like rock form. Really funny that his weakness is an egg, by the way. I just found that very entertaining. But like the close-up of his eye, and then you see the white stuff cover his eye, and then he starts to melt, and it's just really kind of dark, that moment, you know. But yeah, those effects were phenomenal. And like even the hands, you know, the hands that form the door, and then it almost opens up the rock with the hands, and just a lot of creativity with the stop motion, and a lot of really cool, almost masterful work with it as well. You can't deny that the stop motion in this movie was fantastic. And yeah, that's me being, I'm now done raving about the effects in this movie. Some of the costumes in this movie though were definitely a little weird. The Wheeler guys originally were like a little bit creepy, but the more they were on screen, the just wackier they got. And the Wheeler guys were definitely the main source of the tonal shifts between this movie, you know, between the light, between the Spy Kids-esque stuff and the more serious, darker stuff. Because, you know, you had aspects of this movie where like Dorothy's friends are being turned into objects, basically dying. You had the stone guy, like melting on screen and stuff like that. You know, you have these aspects of the movie which are dark. Even at the start of the movie, you have Dorothy in a flippin' mental hospital, for crying out loud. How is this for kids? But then you have the Wheelers, who are these creatures who are super goofy looking the more you look at them, and they are overacted to the moon. They are yelling, they are screaming, they are whining, they are very colorful. They look like things that should be in Spy Kids 3D, for example, and maybe not necessarily in this movie. It just kind of took me, at least the Wheelers, they took me out of the movie because the movie felt a little bit more serious, a little bit more dark, maybe a little bit more cheesy as well. But you know, it had this tone going for it. And then we get to Emerald City, and it kind of keeps that tone. The first time you see the Wheelers, you know, they're kind of creeping up on her and stuff, like Dorothy, and it was a little creepy. It kind of gave me like Clockwork Orange vibes for some reason, you know, like the goofy creepiness of that movie kind of resembled the Wheelers in this movie. But then they start fighting the Wheelers, and it's kind of this goofy action set piece, and then the Wheelers start screaming and stuff like that. They capture one of them, and he's like, let me go, let me go. It was just goofy, and it kind of took me out of the movie because I was like, this didn't really feel like the tone of the movie up until this point. Like something just changed. And then the movie tries to go back to more serious stuff, but mixing it with these goofier moments. So it kind of didn't, I guess, didn't really know its audience, because kids would find the start of this movie super scary, like very, very terrifying, but then would find the humor with the Wheelers really, really funny, I believe. But adults would really enjoy the start of this movie, and I don't think they would necessarily love the Wheeler stuff. At least for me personally, I didn't love the Wheeler stuff. So, you know, it was like this really weird distinction of tones, and I just didn't think they clashed together very well. But anyways, that was my segue. Getting back to the costumes, some of the other costumes as well, some of them were really interesting, a lot of really cool prosthetics and stuff like that. Like Jack, for example, he was goofy looking, but he was very interesting to look at as well, and it was a really cool costume. Poor guy, whoever was in that suit, was tripping all over himself. That was really, really funny. The moose head as well, animatronic, great. The chicken, animatronic, really cool looking. But gotta say, the Scarecrow, oh, TikTok, I can't even forget about TikTok. TikTok was the best character in this movie. He looked the coolest, he sounded the coolest, he was the coolest. TikTok is a legend, TikTok is life. Moving on, the Scarecrow was creepy. All of the original characters from the supposed original movie and stuff like that, from whatever Dorothy was in Oz before, the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Lion looked really weird in this movie. The Tin Man he looked kind of cute, he looked kind of happy, I gotta say, but he still looked so weird. The Lion was just an actual lion, but the Scarecrow was so creepy. His mouth always in this smile that would open up and down, the eyes, those huge eyes that were always staring at you, never blinking. Nightmare fuel. The Scarecrow was nightmare fuel. If I had seen him standing like this boom in a field, if I was Dorothy in the first Wizard of Oz movie and he looked like that, I would have walked on by. I wouldn't have even talked to him. He would have been like, help, help, help. I'd be like, no, you're a murderer or something. You're scaring me. So gotta say, he was a little creepy here. And yeah, I don't think I'm going to talk about the cast because I don't think anyone was exceptional in this movie. So I think I'm going to end the review there. Overall, I enjoyed this movie. Maybe not to the extent that some people did, but I did find enjoyment in a lot of aspects of this film. I thought there were a lot of good moments in this movie. Maybe not, they didn't mesh overall together. It wasn't a super cohesive film, but I still think those moments were really, really good. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, amazing, beautiful people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. That is the end of the Wizard of Oz on my channel. As I said at the start of this video, I'm not going to be watching Oz Great and Powerful because I've seen it a few times. Even though it was a little while ago, I remember enough about it to not warrant a rewatch on the channel, and all the other Wizard of Oz stuff doesn't super interest me that much. Obviously, there are some interesting documentaries and stuff like that, some books to read from behind the scenes making of the original movie, and I've heard of The Wiz. A bunch of people have recommended me The Wiz. I watched the trailer for it. It didn't really bring up any emotions in me at all, so I just was like, okay, I just won't watch that one. And then the documentaries and other supplementary stuff about the making of these movies, I'm just probably going to watch on my own time if I have free time, because I don't think it really warrants a reaction. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for my next movie reaction.